Now on Fast and Loud. Hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic Aaron Kaufman pick up a 67 Dart right out of Richard's misspent youth.
Golly, that's cool. My dad had one when I was a kid.
But nostalgia takes a backseat to pride when some internet roadkill
Hey, Richard Rawlings.
challenges the garage's street cred.
We're cake decorators.
And the monkeys decide to take them on.
They want to race, let's build a real race car.
With a drop-dead deadline to meet in Detroit, the crew digs in to turn the Dart into a lean, mean speed machine.
We're definitely going to bring it.
Meanwhile, Richard tiptoes around one furious filly
Why are you taking the seat back?
and saddles up against the most famous horse in town. But when Aaron pushes the limits in his quest for more speed,
Crossler's saying that it can't be done.
the monkeys may have finally met their match.
Just can't win, can we?
It's a race for glory that could rocket the monkeys to new heights or leave them humiliated at the starting line.
Tranny's okay?
Don't know.
Sunny Southern California. This is the ticket right here. See, if you haven't noticed, I'm starting to get smart.
How's that?
Because I'm not going to Minnesota or Pennsylvania or stuff like that to get cars. We're in Southern Cali.
Yeah, this definitely works a hell of a lot better. Heck yeah, it does.
Well, this one's kind of fun for me because I got kind of a personal connection to the car we're going to look at. You've heard, I told you many times I used to throw newspapers with my dad.
Sure.
Pretty much from the time I was about 8 until I was 16, 17 years old. I'd get up about 3 in the morning, pile in my dad's beater.
What was it? A Dodge Plymouth or something? Right?
67 Dodge Dart GT, beige, ugly, nothing special about it. We'd go pick up the papers, I'd roll them, throw them over to the front, he'd chunk them out each side of the car. Then I'd go home, get another hour of sleep, get up, go to school.
Well, real shame, man. Having a job.
It was not fun, but
So this one's the same color, same everything.
same everything. And I've never seen one that color pop back up.
Yeah.
This one's hubcap, all original car, California car, original paint and interior. I think it'd be funny as hell just to put the original V8 in it and actually jack it up and do it like I had it in my brain back then.
Yeah, well, this could be your opportunity.
Here we are. Uh-oh, this guy does muscle car consulting by appointment only.
Hey, guys.
Hey, you
sir.
doing?
Richard Rawlings.
Chris Kane, how do you do?
Chris, we talked
Chris.
on the phone.
Hey.
Aaron, nice to
Hey,
meet you.
Super.
So you got a 67 Dart?
Sure do.
Golly, that's cool, because my dad had one when I was a kid, and I always said I'd get one.
Well, take a look at this one. There she is.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So when Dodge introduced the Dart in 1960, it was like a full-size sedan. And by 1967, they had drifted it all the way down to a compact. Along the way, they beefed up the standard 2.8 slant 6 motor. And they even came out later on with a 5.6-liter GTS motor. A lot of people think this car was kind of clunky looking. I think it's kind of funky looking. This thing is so rad.
Yeah. This is a very cool bike style.
Heck yeah. So what's the scoop? How long you had it?
I've had it about 3 months.
Where did
And-
it come from?
Came from Los Angeles. It actually was assembled there, too. It's an original California car.
But it's a GT that somebody took the V8 out of.
Yeah, they took the V8 out, put a 6-cylinder in.
Took the G out of the GT, it's just touring.
Yeah. So I knew coming in that I didn't have the original engine, but so far, everything else is looking pretty good. You think this is factory paint or?
Yeah, that's original paint.
Man, that is rad. It had all the right stuff there. It is a bucket seat car, and all the major components are there, all the major trim. So it looks like it's never had any repair work to the body or anything either.
Oh, it's got the basic nickel-dime dents.
I'm actually kind of surprised. The car is probably a little rougher than what we'd like to find, but I really dig this one. The neat thing is all the potential about it, that it's a light car, the way it's built. It really can be a tremendous hot rod. It can be a great race car.
Can we, like, drive it?
Well, brakes are not too great on it, so I wouldn't take it too far.
Let's go for a ride, Aaron.
All right.
Let me stop and get some newspapers for you to chunk out the window.
I'll probably knock people's windows out.
These brakes are a little sketchy, for sure.
Living on the edge.
Heck yeah.
Smells something else living on the edge in here, too.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The steering feels good.
Whatever that was, we didn't need it.
I don't know what that was.
Engine's still running, so it must not have been important.
They say you can't go home again, but as soon as I got behind the wheel, it was like being 8 years old all over again. To me, this car represents my work ethic. It made me appreciate, how hard my dad worked. I mean, 2 and 3 jobs at a time. But it also taught me the value of $1. I should be able to get this car for 2,500 bucks.
I hope so, or less.
What's in my favor is that this car really isn't worth much except for sentimental value, and you never want to let that get in the way of a good deal. The problem is the owner of this Dart, well, he already knows. I've been kind of watching and keeping my eye out for 20 years for one, so if this is the first one I ran into, he might have the upper hand on me.
Chris, I think it's had better days.
It needs a little work.
Chris, how much is this $2,500 car?
Oh, yeah, right. 6,500.
I can't give 6,500 for this, but I'm already out here. How about 3,500?
How about 55?
No. Now where are we going? 4,500?
4,500 is a good price for this car.
It's not.
69.
It's not a good price for the car, but I've got a sentimental value for the first time on my side.
Wait, what's that worth, 20%?
I guess.
Yeah.
So 4,500 bucks?
4,500.
Killer. And there's a lesson for all you kiddies out there. I mean, what happened when I let sentiment get into a car deal? I got a $4,500 car that's worth about 25. Awesome.
You got it.
Let's do some paperwork, man. Get you paid and get us back to Dallas. Aaron, you stay out of trouble while I'm in here.
Yeah, I'm really digging this sunshine. I'm gonna go play paperboy.
Cool.
All right, we're ready.
Straight on back. Turn that way some more.
So, what do you think about this?
I think I'm glad I don't have Mater's job.
No kidding.
Dodge Dart.
Yeah, I just picked that thing up in San Diego. I think it's a cool looking car, but I really like the cutback grill on it. Instead of poking forward, it goes backwards. Man, that's cool. But Richard paid like double what it's worth, and because
Sounds like usual.
Yeah, because his old man used to drag him out of bed in the morning, make him throw papers in the morning with him, or did once, and that's the only. And he tells that story over and over again.
He did it once and hid after that.
Yeah. And so I guess he bought this to get back at his old man because his old man hated the car, or he loved the car. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Pretty cool little car.
As you can see, our darts arrived from California, but the man that wanted to build it so badly, well, he isn't anywhere around. Seems that he hopped a plane to Saratoga Springs to watch some kind of horse race. Ergo, our big build seems to be starting off more of a slow trot than a gallop. Today, I'd like to get the hood off and this thing gutted. Everything on here can come out.
We'll get after it.
One thing I do know is we're definitely going to replace this cute little 6-cylinder with a V8 because Richard would like this thing to be a little quicker.
You good to go up?
Yep.
So, until old National Velvet gets back with a plan of attack, all we really can do is remove the old and get ready to put in the new, whatever that ends up being.
Oh, you're good? Good enough?
Well, here we are, baby.
I
First time to
know.
do horse racing.
Beautiful day.
So you guys know I'm always looking to introduce the Gas Monkey Mojo into some new bank accounts. Well, what's faster and louder than horse racing? We're looking for the jockey's room. There it is. So, in true Gas Monkey fashion, I told my girl Sue to pack her bags. We're going to Saratoga Springs, New York. And here we are, getting ready to run a horse in a horse race. Let's go see our boy, see if he's ready to race. Oh, yeah. This is
Oh,
rad.
wow.
Oh, I'll try this.
Richard, I don't know if you're supposed to be doing that.
Give him a little hat. So, like, when I busted into the NHRA, I didn't start working my way up, you know, through the ranks. I mean, we jumped right in there and just kicked the doors in. Do you spur him or what?
Yeah.
Basically, that's what we're doing here. My buddy Eric has a very competitive horse named Texas Red, and he's looking for a sponsor. No, it's not the horse I'm sitting on right now.
Yo, Richard.
Hey, Eric, what's up, man?
Richard
going on?
Rawlings. Ken DeSormo.
How you doing, bud?
How you doing? This is my wife, Suzanne.
Hey, nice to
Suzanne.
meet you.
Nice to meet
How's
you
things,
both.
man? Oh, and our jockey is in the Hall of Fame of all riders. Not gonna be, not elected to be, is in. He's got the world record for the most wins in one single season. Hey, I brought you a hat.
We're good.
Oh,
Good
you're gonna
luck,
add
hat.
me to the gas monkey, huh?
Heck yeah.
I wouldn't mind being one of your monkeys out there. It looks like I had a lot of fun.
So, what's the strategy today? I mean, we're racing against a Triple Crown winner, first one in 37 years. And you might recognize this old horse we're up against. It's American Pharaoh. Only the first Triple Crown winner in the last 37 years. And the odds makers actually think that we have a legitimate shot to beat this horse. Because after 3 races, he's probably tired. If we do that, that's going to be an amazing marketing piece for Gas Monkey Garage.
I tell you, it's really exciting. The energy here is incredible today. We'll probably be right next to each other. Texas Red and American Pharoah galloping around the racetrack, and we'll find out who's faster that last quarter of a mile.
That will make you faster right there.
I hope.
Gas Monkey.
There you go.
For sure. All right, well, you
We'll
go
have
get
to fly
ready.
later.
We'll see you out there. Represent Gas Monkey, represent Texas Red. Dude, we need beer, don't we?
Go get a beer.
Killer.
See you in the winter,
Godspeed.
sir.
All right, Ken.
So this is a high-class thing. Girls wear their beautiful dresses and nice hats and what have you, and, well, I can do classy. Cheers. Here's Texas Red. Here's
Texas
the
Red, boys.
This is red.
Boom.
I put on this snappy little jacket. I'm good to go. What do? Do they bring them into the circle? Where's he at, man? Where's he at? Where's he at?
God.
I want to see a big-ass deal of roses around that horse or whatever they do.
That's the Derby.
Which horse is that?
SAP.
A big horse.
Texas red is right here.
He's walking right there with the horse.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Texas Red and Gas Monkey. Woo!
Chill out, chill out, chill out. Chill out.
I'm not supposed to do that?
We'll do that in the winter circle. Let's just chill out right now.
So there's a lot of prize money online, about $1.6 million, and I get none of that. I'm just partnering and doing a little marketing, getting our name out there. You ready to go?
Ready to get it done?
Go fast, get a little dirt in your face, and then we'll spray it all with champagne. How about that?
We're going for overdrive today.
Right on, right on. Well, he looks good and we're ready to rock, man. You wanna know what's fast and loud? Hooves.
Coming up, Richard's ready to race.
Let me see.
And then new challengers rear their heads.
Hey, Richard Rawlings. It's Roadkill.
So horse racing, nothing to do with Gas Monkey or cars. Have you ever heard of a little thing called horsepower? Where do you think that came from, right? Sir? So I decided to sponsor my buddy Eric's horse, Texas Red. I mean, here's a horse that could beat the first Triple Crown winner in the last 37 years, American Pharoah. And if we can get into that winner's circle, that's gonna put the Gas Monkey logo in front of a whole new set of people. And a lot of those people have a lot of money.
The horses have reached the starting gate, and they're all in line, and we are ready for the start. And American Pharoah had a great start.
Straight to the rail. Attaboy, Red.
And Frosted is just to the outside of the Triple Crown winner early.
Come on, baby.
And then it's Smart Transition running in third. Upstart is third. Texas Red fifth. Still third, and Smart Smart Transition is back to fourth. And then it's Texas Red and Keen Eyes. The separation of 5 divisions. Carrying up the
Where's he at? Come on, where's he at? Here he comes. We're dropping back, man.
American Pharoah by a head. And Frosted is taking it to him on the far turn.
Oh, we're in dead last. We did not win.
I know.
That might be all the experience I need. Holy What happened?
We didn't win.
Okay, we didn't win.
I'm disappointed. We just didn't fire, and that's part of horse racing.
Well, it would have been nice to see the Gas Monkey logo in the winner's circle, but you win some, you lose some. I'll tell you what, though, they got plenty of beer. Let's go. I'm gonna have some fun before we get back to work. Whoa, cool. We're down to a blank canvas.
Yeah, pretty close, to tell you the truth. It's a pretty good car.
I guess it's time to lock in a plan.
Yeah.
So when I tracked down this dart, I knew I was bordering on dangerous territory. I mean, throwing really good money after family memories and all this sappy stuff. Now I got to Gas Monkey it up without letting my sentimental journey break the bank. Well, I mean, we're just trying to make it cool. I mean,
We can definitely do that. We can do four-wheel disc brakes, hammered, and do like 15 sevens and then 8s in the back. And you know, we can probably save a little money by using a motor and tranny that we have sitting on the shelf.
would somebody pinch me? I mean, did Aaron Kaufman just say, save a little money?
I was thinking of squeezing that big old 700 horse Hellcat you got sitting back there. I really thought we'd build a pretty nasty Hellcat Pro Touring Dart, Hell Dart, Dart Cat.
What I said about Aaron before, forget about it. Now he's got his eye on the most expensive motor we've got on the shelf, a 707 horsepower Dodge Hemi. Can't put a Hellcat in here. I'll never be able to sell it for enough money. What about that, we still got that 340 4-speed and rear end from that green Challenger.
We do have a full drive line out of the Challenger.
That'd squeeze in here real nice, wouldn't it?
Whatever you think, man. But they, I mean, Hellcat obviously makes a little more than 340 does.
Let's go with the 340. The Hellcat's too expensive.
Okie dokie. Pleasure as usual, sir.
So here's the plan. We're gonna take Dad's dorky dart and turn it into something that any kid on the planet would be thrilled to throw newspapers out of at 3 a.m.
You know, we've already got the guts ripped out of it, so all we have to do is drop in that 340 drive line, which ought to make it pretty fun.
We'll throw on some new wheels, let Sue do some interior, have Mike throw down some paint and maybe even a racing stripe, and if Aaron can get all that done in 3 weeks for only 12 grand, might even take him for a ride in it.
Will I have to throw papers?
I can't sell it. Probably so. Hey, Sue. Bueno Chalupa.
Yes?
I got some seats for you. 67 Dodge Dart. So,
What do you want me to do it?
just recover them exactly like they
No,
are.
I'm
just
not.
fresh.
You always mean to me.
I'm not mean today. I'm being nice today. So Sue's been a little bit on the icy side lately. And when I see icy, I mean North Pole type icy. When she found out I gave somebody else $30,000 to do the interior on the 67 Cadillac, she got really bent. And I'm hoping if I throw her this job, it might help mend the fences a little bit.
Just 2C?
No, I got the back seat in the truck.
Okay, this is gonna cost you
Okay, how much?
$30,000. 30,000? That's
No,
what
no,
you
no.
paid for it, right? That's what he paid somebody else to upholstery for 30,000. So I wonder, hey, why not me?
Okay, so I can see this fence is gonna need a little more repair than I thought. Come on, Sue, quit yanking my chain. How much?
$2 grand.
2 grand? I mean, that's a little high, but that could mend a lot of fence. Okay, cool. Works for me.
Really that easy?
Yep, let me get you the back seats and then I can leave.
Okay. Ooh, it's surprise. He never said that before. Always argue and argue.
Bye.
Bye, ass monkey.
Just don't forget who loves you. Dragon lady, scary lady. Man, is that my stomach growling? I need some lunch. I want some cheese enchiladas and some chicken enchiladas, and I also want some bean soup and...
What?
You're ordering lunch, aren't you?
Yeah, but you don't need all that stuff. You can't eat it. You'll eat 2 bites and throw it away.
Just
Hey,
give... Yes.
sorry to interrupt. You know how that Roadkill fan was like wanting you guys to do a build off with Roadkill on Facebook?
Are they still
It's
bothering
gaining
us?
a lot of traction.
Let me see.
Their fans are talking a lot of trash.
You know, Gas Monkey's been doing pretty well, but when you're a Goliath, there's always a David around the corner trying to nail you with a slingshot. The latest, there's a couple of guys who have a little internet show called Roadkill. I think they go around building cars from salvaged parts. Anyways, I guess they built up a little following, and one of their followers has been spouting off about some kind of build-off against Gas Monkey Garage. Who can build the better junkyard car in 3 days and drive it 1,000 miles? Well, that's stupid. I don't build junkyard cars. I mean, we might take something that's junky, but we turn it into something nice.
Right.
Gas Money Garage will never do it because it's beneath them. Their heads are too big. Plus, David Freiberger and Mike F. would show they up too much.
Not all literate, but they did take our logo and turn it into a chicken and posted Gas Chicken Garage.
Gas Chicken Garage, I like that.
It's not funny, but
It's kind of funny.
it's kind of funny.
This one says that Gas Monkey and crew are little.
So are you gonna do it? You have to do it. If you don't do it, they're gonna call you out and you're gonna be a chicken little.
Well, then what am I gonna do? Answer everybody's call out on the entire planet?
Well, apparently they're bigger than just some whatever.
Well, usually I'm pretty good at not letting this stuff get under my skin, but Chrissy's got a point. I mean, these Roadkill guys got over 1 million followers, and that's a whole lot of more new Gas Monkey fans. So, all right, get Aaron. Let's
Okay.
talk to him about it.
All right.
We're cake decorators, and we don't work on cars, and...
The one guy said you had a big head.
All right, these guys from Roadkill, I guess, are stirring up the stink. We're not doing no junkyard 1,000-mile whatever. We don't have time for that.
like
but
that.
I don't mind answering their challenge. What do you think about a drag race? Roadkill's having some stupid event in Detroit in a couple of weeks. Just show up, drag car off trailer, run them down the block.
If you say they're worth building against, it's good enough for me.
All right, well then, what do we got that we can build into a drag car around here?
You just got back with a dart.
That's for, like, messing with my dad, though. You know, when I thought about making a badass version of my dad's dart, I never really thought of making it a dragster. But then again, this could be a really badass dart, right? All right, fine, let's build a dart then.
Okay. Well, of course, it's gonna need a lot more work to make it a competitive drag car. That 340 that came out of Challenger is definitely not gonna win any races. But we do have a Hellcat driveline out there. That's right. The mighty Hellcat rears its head once more. We could always overdrive the blower and convert it to E85, air-to-water intercooler, back half the car. Honestly, I think all this call-out stuff is very silly. However, this build did just get a lot more interesting. Probably lighten the car.
Oh, keep going, I got it.
We're gonna have to cage it, of course. We're gonna have to have an ultra-efficient radiator. Set wheels and tires, coilovers, front cradle, headers. I think we can do it.
These guys better be worth that.
That's a win.
Remember, this isn't about the money. This is about the pride.
Okay, I just want to run it down the track, get on, get on.
Okay, I'll tell
Get
him.
on and get it on.
Well, I'll get the forklift, get that motor down.
Coming up,
We're in, we'll race.
Gas Monkey accepts Roadkill's dare,
They want to race, let's build a real race car.
Hey, what's going on?
but Richard backs out on Sue.
Oh, yeah? You still owe me 2,000.
Hey, y'all want to check this out?
What you got?
Oh, it's our favorite rock star, Trip Rawlings.
So basically, we got these guys called Roadkill. Good. Golly, I hate messing around with people on the internet because everybody's got a reason to bitch, but you guys bitch the loudest. Congratulations, you win the first round, and we're in. We'll race. Let's go.
So thanks to a little smack talk on the internet, our quest to turn our dart into a fast car just hit overdrive because now we're going to turn it into a drag car and race it in Detroit against a couple of yahoos who can't do anything other than run their mouth.
You just need to tell me how you want to do it, but at the end of the day, I will prove one thing to you. We're not chicken non-car guys who are afraid to gamble. As a matter of fact, you step up as hard as you can, and I guarantee I'll match you.
So, they want to race, let's build a real race car.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Sounds cool now. I'm in.
Which means with our dart, the take pops for a ride is out because we're building a drag car. So we got to bring fast, strong, light.
A race car with some headlights and taillights?
That's the ticket.
All right.
But here's the real kicker. The race is in 17 days in Detroit. So I hope you guys don't have any plans for the next 2 weeks because we're going to need all hands on deck to get this done.
17 days? I mean, that's like 2 weeks to build a car and a couple of days to get it to Detroit. It's gonna be tough.
The first thing we need to tackle is the chassis. Cut the floor out from the driver's seat all the way to the taillights. We need everything that we don't need in the car, everything gone. We're not gonna paint it. So if there's a dent in there, it can stay. We're not concerned with the aesthetics of it as long as it is
Goes fast.
So I guess let's get cracking.
Hee-haw!
Yes.
So we've been challenged and challenge accepted. What makes this even more fun is we build a lot of fast cars, but I've never really built something that was dedicated to just going down the track. This one will be solely designed to go fast in a straight line, point A, point B.
Tiny.
Okay. All right, dropper.
People think we just make TV cars. Do this on set up straight. Oh, there it goes.
Look out now, come down now. We're definitely gonna bring it. You can't poke at a bear and not expect to get bit. Obviously, we're up to the challenge. We're capable.
We're gonna make it fast. We're gonna blow the doors off these guys. I don't know who they are, don't really care. All right, now that that's all out of the way, let's go build a race car.
All right, Chrissy, if I'm not back in an hour, you call 911. So now that we're building the Dart into a no-nonsense race car, got a little mess to clean up. We're not gonna need the original seats anymore, which means I'm not gonna need Sue to do the interior anymore. She was already mad enough at me when I dropped them off. So I'm thinking maybe I should just head over there when she's out to lunch. Hello? Anybody here? I think the best way to handle this is get over there and get the seats and stuff and give her a call when I get it back safely to the garage.
Hey, what's going on?
Busted.
Why are you taking the seat back?
Because we're not going to do it that way anymore. We're going to make a race car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So it's a good
So
thing
you
didn't...
still owe me 2,000.
Well, you didn't even do anything.
So I already touched. See? You know
No.
I do this for a living.
How's that going?
How's that going?
It must be doing pretty
you
good.
didn't pay me, 1 penny. You want to pick up the seat and go.
Well, I didn't. I decided to go a different route. It's a good thing you didn't touch them or I'd have to pay you.
I did touch them.
Well, not touch them like that, but touch them like actually put interior in there.
So I already touched now. At least you got to pay me some.
What?
I'll touch it worth $1,000.
$1,000. No, we'll send you some work, but thanks for not getting started on them.
Okay, bye.
See you later.
Ass monkey, get out of here. I lose $2,000. But I just back off. Say, okay, fine. I'll catch you next time.
Bye, Sue.
No problem at all. And the next time he bring, I'm gonna charge hell out of him.
All right, guys, give me a hand with this back frame.
Oh, hell, it's not a lot lighter than I thought.
Race car parts.
Yeah, gotta like it.
So we still haven't heard any more specifics from the roadkill guys about how this thing's gonna go down, but it hasn't stopped us. We're gonna keep on trucking and get our Dart ready to race.
Just pick it up, square it up a little bit if it will. Let's see if that end will come back. There you go, a little better. Yeah, it's real close.
We've already started to back half the car. That means that we're going to connect the frame rails at the back of the seat, run new frame rails that step up and over the rear axle, and then we're going to cover everything in aluminum. What we'll do is tack that where we want it, pull the rear end to where it needs to be, tack it, and then we'll build all of our substructure out.
Exactly.
Cool. This is going to allow us to set the car down as low as we can, as well as fit in the new suspension and make room for the 29-inch slicks. Because we're building the Dart to be a drag race specific car, we are aiming to provide the maximum amount of traction in an instant. Anytime we run a drag race, initially we're after one thing. It's how well can we get our chassis to remove all of the power from the motor, the transmission, and drive shaft into the rear, into the tires, into the pavement. This is all about traction. How much traction can we develop? You start slipping the tire, spinning the tire, smoking the tire. What you're doing is you're spending all that energy rolling the tire as opposed to moving the car forward, and then we lose any advantage. One of the ways to keep that advantage is to have a stiff chassis, one that doesn't flex or twist under pressure, because if it does, well, bad things happen.
Just for demonstration purposes, we got to cut it down, of course, but...
So, in addition to the back half, we're caging the car.
Right here, I'd bend it. So come off of that, down, match that, and then come down and try and land right here at the A-pillar. That's what I try and do.
All right. The cage will tie the old frame and the new frame together and help keep them from flexing when we race.
Yeah, you look good.
And if it all works correctly, then we can transmit more power to the ground sooner than the other car, and that means that we can get down the track faster. But if we get any of this wrong or we do it incorrectly, then we lose any advantage. And losing the advantage in a drag race, well, that pretty much means that you're gonna lose the race.
Coming up,
Check it out.
when Roadkill lays down the rules,
What we're going to do is an 8th mile drag race, street race style.
8th mile, one and done.
the monkeys bite back.
I mean, should we just call the people that are building their car for them?
Before Dodge settled on the name Dart, they almost chose what name instead? Was it A, Demon, B, Zip, C, Chaser, or D, Jaunt? The answer when we return. Before Dodge settled on the name Dart, they almost chose what name instead? The answer is B. After the name Dart was proposed, Chrysler executives commissioned research which came up with the name Zip.
Got it? All right.
What?
You got it?
All right.
Let me know when you get the shock lined up. So we have the rear suspension pretty much locked in on the Dart.
Good. Mine's in.
Icky, icky, icky. I've got to admit, the rear wheels are sitting too far inboard for my taste. It's not a look I like, but this build isn't about appearances, it's about winning a race.
Sure does look like a race car, though. Especially with a hula hoop in it. Mean.
Now we just got to focus on getting power to the back tires.
All hands on deck. Hellcat off the port bow.
I knew going in that our Hellcat engine was going to soak up a lot of room in the engine bay, and with weight transfer on my mind, I decided the firewall had to go so we can scoot the motor back.
Oh, yeah, now we're making big holes.
Sure.
Check it out. So these guys at Roadkill left a big, long, whiny message.
Hey, Richard Rawlings. It's Roadkill. We seem to have irritated you.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. That was a good video you posted there.
Couple of them, yeah.
I think we finally got enough time on our hands where we can throw out some rules.
What we're gonna do is an 8th mile drag race.
Oh, yeah.
Street race style. One and done. Single pass, flashlight drags.
Rule number 2, Richard, you gotta drive. We have a Charger, you know that. It weighs like 3,500 pounds. Your car needs to weigh 3,500.
Yep, I think it's also a stock suspension thing. Stock frame rails front to back or stock unibody if you're running a Mopar. We're having a lot of fun with this. We hope you are. Hope it's not keeping you up at night. See you soon.
Well, we're racing a Charger, and it weighs so much pounds. I figure this. They challenge us to a build-off.
Yeah.
They can build whatever the hell they want. We can, too, right?
You know, moreover, right in the middle of.
Yeah. So when I told the Yahoos over at Roadkill to give us a few rules, I didn't expect much. I mean, it's supposed to be a street race. You show up with what you show up with, and you put the pedal to the metal, and there you go.
I heard you couldn't drive and you have to drive.
I haven't made it yet, but my response is, Aaron, it's about 50 pounds lighter than I am. So, you know, what the hell? Now they're trying to tell us that it's got to have this thing and that thing, and so-and-so's got to drive. And if I didn't know better, I believe they're starting to realize they got themselves in way over their heads.
Well, I think first of all, I mean, to compare apples to apples, I mean, should we just call the people that are building their car for them?
Oh, I already hit them
and
on
talk
that.
to them?
That's right, if you can believe it. I actually heard through the grapevine that they're using a Hellcat motor, too, which is no surprise considering they're sponsored by Dodge. But unlike us, they're not the ones that are putting it in their car. They're having someone else do it. So what do I think about the rest of their rules? Can't really say that on TV. Here's where we're at. 8th mile, one and done. And I'm going to respond to them on all their little they were bitching about and tell them, no way, you challenged us to a build-off. We're building what we're building. Let's see who wins. And that's it. Anything goes. We can knock this out in, what, 3 or 4 more days? We should have enough time to dial it in, right? Yeah. And hopefully be at least running up and down the street.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Sounds reasonable? Cool, thanks for the optimism. I'm getting out of here on that note.
What a bunch of crybabies.
Oh, almost forgot. I need 2 of you guys to help me check out this car I just got in. Ta-da!
Oh. Where'd you get that?
New York. It's right up your alley, brother.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do with it? You gonna let me restore it?
No, it's got rust, man. I'm just looking for a quick flip on this one. I stole the car. I got it for 16 grand, so believe it or not, Coy, I want you to buff it, you know. Try not to take all the paint off of it.
All right.
And I think somebody will give 25 or so, thinking they're getting a restoration project, which they are.
You want to just leave the top alone since it's already peeled off it? Do you want to just leave it down?
Yep.
Okay.
Just clean it, clean it, clean it.
The seats will clean up. Seats clean up good.
All this stuff will clean up good.
Yeah.
This should be quick and easy. I see this as a one-dayer.
If it wasn't rusty, it'd be a freaking nice car. Yeah, it really would.
Yeah, how many times have we said that?
Yeah.
Let's get it running and driving so that we know all mechanicals are right. I don't think we're gonna have any problems there. The brakes are a little soft. We'll put some fresh gas in it, clean it up, just give it a better attitude. It's called putting lipstick on a pig.
Jason's a little soft, too.
Yeah.
You want to drive it? Open the door.
Y'all get it done. One day on this one, so we can get it sold.
Right. One day. Jeez.
Did you leave the key on?
Yeah.
Now the battery's dead?
I just seen the car, Jason.
Now we gotta push it.
No, you're driving. You wanted to do that.
You suck.
See you when you get it in here.
I'll go get the jump box, I guess. Bastard.
What do you think? Is that the right height to work with it?
Yeah, that'll work good enough. So today we enter a critical stage in this build as we prepare to transplant our state-of-the-art 2015 Hellcat engine to our 67 Dart. Of course, we've done this type of thing before. If you remember, we successfully transplanted a 2015 Scat Pack motor into our 71 Challenger. Now, this is not much different other than the fact is we don't want all the things that come along with the engine. First, our Hellcat was designed to be operated with a 6-speed manual transmission, but I'm ditching that in favor of a 2-speed Power Glide. More strength, less gears, it should equal a win.
Aaron, do you need a hand stabbing that?
Maybe. But being that the engine is so new, no one has attempted this combination before, and Chrysler's saying that it can't be done. I think that it can. So I really need to get this thing in and running as soon as possible. I need to make sure that I have some time to test and tune on the dyno, and then get in a few test runs down the track before we go to the race.
That's definitely one of the more difficult motors to move around.
It's good, Jeremy. All right, bring it down just a little bit.
Once we get this engine physically placed where we want it, we still have one more huge hurdle to clear.
Watch your hoses, too, back there if you can see them.
So our 2015 Hellcat comes with a lot of occupant comfort features: power windows, radio, power seat, et cetera, and all these things require modules and require a harness. And there's definitely a weight associated to the modules and the harness, not to mention the enormous cluster. We don't need any of that to go down the drag strip, and I don't need any of it in my race car. The guys at Chrysler say that we have to have all of this to make our car run, but I think it's crap. They engineered it to run with it. We can engineer it to run without it. So we're gonna make an attempt to make our 2015 Hellcat run complete standalone. And by all accounts, ours will be the first one.
Is everything happy in that tunnel?
Yeah, looks good. There's plenty of room around it.
I'll just take some quick measurements of the motor mounts and get out of your way.
Oh, no, you're not in my way now.
Oh, okay.
If Chrysler's right, we'll find out soon enough.
Be good, little Hellcat.
Coming up, Aaron's attempt to make history
Something doesn't sound very good.
stalls in the starting block.
Okay, listen up. Y'all refer to yourself as roadkill, and that's the two of you. Well, this is Gas Monkey. It's not just Richard Rawlings, it's not just Aaron, it's all of us. You call one of us out, you call all of us out.
As for rules, we're building a race car to win an 8th-mile race, period. There are no rules.
We actually do build all our cars. The fact that you're having somebody else build your car's kind of a letdown.
We're going to build our car, and I guarantee it's going to stomp you.
We'll be there waiting on you guys at the finish line.
All right, guys, we got a lot of work if we're going to make this thing fire today. The steering, we just got to bolt it in, right?
Bolt the bearing to the firewall.
Okay, and that's all set already?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have to be welded, and nobody's going to weld it. Aaron won't want anybody to weld it by him, so.
Okay, I know we don't want to be here today. I don't either. But getting angry at each other is not going to help me. So let's get done. Let's get out of here. And I'm being serious. So it's Saturday. We've had a hell of a week, and everyone's exhausted. But instead of kicking back at home, we're here. If we want these roadkill dudes to eat our dust, this Dart has to be in a trailer headed to Detroit in 4 days.
All right, let's bring her down.
Aaron wants to start tuning engine performance tomorrow, so as soon as I get this ignition wired, we're gonna fire it up and see how it sounds.
I'd like for the fuses to be accessible from the seat, so basically where the plastic is. Yeah, say without the dash panel in here, but yep, bingo. That's the one, man.
Hey, Jace, we want all 10 gallons or just 5?
5 will start it.
The computer is hooked up. I've got battery power now. We should be able to turn the ignition on, hit the button, and start it.
Flat to the head.
If we fire it up and it runs, we can go ahead and start putting coolant in it.
Come on, baby, fire.
Everyone's been working very hard to make this deadline, so we're all dog tired. We're very anxious to get this thing fired up so we can go home and get some sleep.
Ready, Mr. Kaufman?
Oh, yeah, let her rip. Safety glasses. Something doesn't sound very good. Turn it back on the fuel pump. Got fuel pressure.
Spin it.
Hit it again.
Let me confirm that we got signal going to the coil. Yeah, I got coils.
Start it off. It doesn't sound to me like it's firing the injectors. Right now, we're in a no-start situation. We can't get the coils of the injectors to fire, and normally this would be an easy deal, but it's Chrysler. It's not something we're familiar with.
Did you just lose signal?
Yes. We either don't have a crank trigger or our computer is very unhappy. Know what I mean, Vern?
Yep.
to be honest. This is not a surprise. We've removed all the computerized systems that our car isn't going to need to race. My best guess, we're probably missing a piece of information.
This right here, this wire.
That's it.
That powers my coils right there.
And it seems that missing piece of information is the start signal.
Bang it again, see what happens.
Nada. So it's not a trigger wire. Probably a very simple fix.
Okay, that's the output.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Butane, that's what it's called, right?
That's right,
Butane.
Key on. I'm curious if the computer's not in a safety mode because we're not using one of its powers.
That's the power for the injectors. That brown with white stripe wire is not getting power.
I don't think you've done anything wrong. I think we're missing one. If it doesn't know that it has fuel pressure, it won't try and start. Chrysler warned me that what I was trying to do with this engine wouldn't work. I still think it can be done.
Did you just lose signal?
Yes. In fact, this is what hot rodding is all about. Chrysler hired someone to build this motor and write the computer program, and all we're trying to do is change it so that it fits our needs. I know it's not working. Just can't win, can we? At this point, we've done everything we can mechanically with the motor.
Hey, look on the bright side, dude. If I'd have wired it, the car had been on fire already.
So it's time to get someone in here that speaks the same language as the computer and see what's going on there. The only reason the roadkill guys challenged us in the first place is because they don't actually believe that we build serious cars here. So if we can't get this car to perform, then we'll never hear the end of it.
I'll tell you what, I mean, right now, I'm tired of people talking. Aaron's right. This is personal for all of us. We all work really hard here, but if we don't show up this time, our reputation's shot. We'll be the laughingstock of every gearhead in America.
The sooner you're here, the better it is for us.
Looks like a long night ahead for us.
Next week on Fast and Loud.
You challenged us. We'll be there.
With Roadkill Nights only days away.
We're done. We've tried every cable, everything.
The monkeys continue to struggle with the Dart.
There's not much there, is it? We need to get back to shop and pull a converter.
With trouble brewing at home, Richard sends Dennis after a Stingray with a Hollywood resume.
Wow, there it is.
But worries his starstruck buddy could drive this deal into the ground.
I want to offer a lot less than you want to spend.
Gas monkey, gas!
Will the monkeys prevail in this gearhead gun battle for the ages? Or will they fail?
Don't really know exactly what the problem is.
And forever stain the Gas Monkey name.
It's do or die time right now. Crap.
On Fast and Loud.
The only thing this is missing is the Yosemite Sam mud flaps.
Hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic Aaron Kaufman go their separate ways. When Richard finds the warehouse of his dreams.
There's cars everywhere.
And Aaron faces another uphill climb back to the top of Pikes Peak. While the beard's away, the monkeys play, making over a 32 Ford.
What the?
But when they scratch beneath the surface, they discover beauty is only skin deep.
Crap.
Meanwhile, an old-school Trans Am has Richard hot to profit.
All we need to do is make 10 grand on the car.
But it just may burn a hole in his wallet.
80 is never going to work.
Will the monkeys make a mess of the 32 Ford?
Looks like the Titanic.
Can Aaron top last year's peak performance?
Okay.
Or is this the one where everything goes over the edge?
That's pretty kick-ass.
All right, Fosshole. You've been telling me about this freaking place forever. So I caught an early flight this morning to Sacramento, and I'm dragging. It's an 8-lug Catalina. Okay, you already got street cred, but what's a little lost sleep when you get to hang out with your buddy Joe at his new warehouse full of cars?
What are you doing, Richie Rich?
Long time no see.
My name is Joe Fazio. I've known Richard for about 10, 15 years now. So what do you think, dude?
This
Crazy
is
or what?
insane. So y'all might have noticed that the bearded wonder ain't here. Well, he's back in Dallas getting his Falcon ready to race up Pikes Peak next week. So, looks like it's up to old Ricardo to pick out the Gas Monkey next build himself. This is crazy nuts. There's cars everywhere.
I know.
Which led me to my buddy Joe and his 40,000 square foot warehouse full of cars. Wow, look at all this you have here. With Aaron's attention split between the shop and the race, holy cow, dude. I figured, what better place to find something that the monkeys can bang out without him having to drive the boat? It's a 57 Cavallera. I sold you this car. This was crazy. Hello! Fazio's got a little bit of everything. So basically, I am a kid in a candy store right now. I mean, there's got to be something here that'll fit the bill. Dude, the midget's cool, but the white truck is wicked. Does it run and drive?
Just like everything else you're looking at. Of course it does.
Man, there's no motor.
I mean, they need a little bit of here and there, but you know.
I was starting to think that Joe's Sea of Plenty was going to be plenty of nothing. Wait, is that a 32 Ford Coupe over there? That's when I saw the beast. So open up any hot rod book, and basically it started with the 1932 Ford Coupe. They were relatively plentiful, and they were relatively cheap to modify. So everybody kind of had their own style. You know, rip the fenders off, rip off the running boards, you got yourself a high boy. Bottom line was, anybody and everybody was customizing. But some were a little better than others. Look at that interior diamond button and tuck, centerline wheels with spinners. Woo! Welcome to 1980. I'm gonna go ride around with Bon Jovi in this thing.
It's got the heartbeat of America on the side of it. That's
I don't even understand that.
I don't either.
So the only style choice on this car that I don't really hate is the color, but the graphics, they got to go. You either find them with that right there, or they got Yosemite Sam on the back trunk going,
right.
Woo!
Exactly.
This ugly duckling might be the answer to my prayers. People don't want to buy something that looks like this.
No, God, no.
But if you can change it up, get it a little lower,
That's right.
you're off and gone.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we often go over budget and schedule on builds. Killing AK and the boys.
What a bummer.
Oh, my God.
What a pain in the rear.
Along with my wallet. Well, that's not the news I wanted. $13,000 for a motor that's supposed to be carb to pan, runs and duns, and here's your dyno sheet. Really? What the dude? I'll go back to my office. And this 5-window, well, it could be the perfect antidote.
Right.
Well, can you go for a ride? Get in.
I'm all right.
Let's go. Little gas monkey magic could turn this into a real money maker.
Oh, good God.
Let's see if it passes the Richard Rawlings test. This is cool. Woo! Hey, I think it died. That ought to drop the price a couple of grand right there. I mean, I'm gonna hit Joe in the knees on this one. Hey, if it runs, if it drives, it's got a 350, it's all steel, it's all there. Why not?
Dude, give me 35 for it, man. You're gonna use the majority of it. It's
Are you gonna want the
original
wheels
frame.
back?
Oh, no, no, no. No, you can have it all. All.
He hit me at 35 grand. I know that's not the number. He knows that's not the number. Seriously, 35 grand is too much. I mean, it's gonna cost me half of that just to get rid of those stripes. Come on.
Throw me a number, man. I would be really surprised if he was higher than 20, but we'll see what the negotiation looks like.
How about 25 grand? 25 grand, come on.
25, take it away, man.
Woo! I think that's a good deal for the car. It's a good car. Everybody wants a 32.5 window. You just don't want it to look like that. Take that car back, polish it up, and you got a $50,000 hot rod. All right, cool. You got any beer in this place?
Actually, not.
What a loser.
So today I get to spend a little quality time at home working on the Falcon race car. We're getting ready to do a repeat of a trip we took about this time last year on a very windy road up a very high mountain.
You want the window up or down?
Down, please.
Good luck, make it to the top.
Last year I fulfilled a lifelong dream when I got a chance to race up Pikes Peak Mountain, which is the oldest hill climb in America. I was a rookie and it showed.
Are we? Sorry.
The Falcon couldn't even make its first test run.
How'd it do?
We were losing fluid, the temperatures were excessive.
I can smell it. I think it's a valve cover.
So we had some emergency modifications I had to do to it before we could make race day.
All right, man. Good luck, brother. Yeah!
All right, little car, let's make it to the top of the mountain.
The course, well, it's crazy, it's windy, it's steep, and the little Falcon was having power issues at high altitude.
Come on, bro. You want this?
But we managed to make it to the top, which is all I cared about.
Well, come hell or high water, I was gonna be here.
But even then, I knew I'd be coming back. And this time, I want more. I had a year to make improvements to the car. I did manage to rework the rear suspension, ditching the leaf springs in favor of coilovers and a 3-link, which should make for a tighter ride. But like most guys with a day job, a lot of my other projects just didn't get done. Now it's just days before the race, and I'm stealing any time I have to at least build some new headers. I won't be a rookie this year, so I'm planning on pushing the car and myself much harder. The last thing I need is the same kind of problems that I had last year.
Sir, Richard ring, right?
Yeah.
Look at that, 32 Ford, fool.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
I don't know. You hadn't seen the side of it yet.
Oh, I can see it's got some crazy stripes on it.
What's up, Tony T?
So I had to pick up my toys and head back to work. See, Richard just showed up with the car for our next big build. It's a 32 5-window highway, which actually is a pretty cool car, but this one's definitely in need of a lot of attention.
This thing's kick-ass, man. This was badass, and the guy that drove this, he was badass.
I'm not saying it's a bad car, it's just really ugly.
You want to get ugly? Look at that.
I know.
I got $10 as this seat right here represents Tony's couch at his house right now.
Mine's not that color, though.
Yeah. Let's take it for a ride and see if it even runs good now. See you, Tony.
That's pretty kick-ass.
Oh, here we go.
Hell, if it goes down this road and doesn't fall apart, it'll go anywhere.
Yeah, this one's pretty rough. It drives okay. It's got a little play in the steering box. Okay, a lot of play. Whoa, a little rough in the back. Let's see if it's got any straight line power. Whoa, look out, dude.
Well, past that, the two important tests. It made it back from the test drive, and it'll do a burnout.
No, that's not a burnout, Tony. I think it was just whining and bitching about having to go around in a circle.
Well, I don't know. You know, this is what my dad would have called a perfect car. Perfect because if it was any better, we wouldn't have got it for 25 grand. If it was any worse, we wouldn't have wanted it.
It's fundamentally an okay car, so let's just make it look right. It's got stupid headlights, the motor's covered in stupid accessories, and it's got bad paint on it, and the interior's bad, and the stance is not far off. It's really not. And so all we gotta do is a small adjustment on the stance, wheels, tires, headlights, and upholstery and paint.
Okay, I'm down. I did my part. I bought us an easy one. Tony, why don't you do your part and open the door, and y'all get started. So here's the plan. We're gonna drag this 1932 Ford out of the 80s, delete the ugly, and then flip it for a sure profit.
We want to get rid of the horrendous Miami Vice graphics, but since we can save time and money by not painting the engine bay, we're going to slap a fresh coat of the same purple on the outside. And then I'll send the wheels and tires back to the American Graffiti swap meet where they belong, and I'll replace them with some more appropriate rocket racing wheels. You know that small block Chevy, it's not going to blow anyone's doors off, but to maintain Richard's budget, we're going to have to leave it right where it's at.
But the ugly diamond button and tuck interior, well, it's probably worth throwing a few dollars Sue's way and have it replaced. Once the car's painted, we're gonna knock it out in 1 week and spend only $7,500 on it. Easy build, easy money. I'll take that any day of the week.
What the?
That's a sweet piece. Yeah, it's a sweet piece.
I think I got a couple 90s t-shirts that match the paint job.
Yeah.
So this is arguably one of our easiest builds yet. No fabrication, no framework, and that's great because that means I get to go to Pikes Peak and have a much better time not leaving a half-finished project. However, even an easy build needs an efficient plan.
We don't need to take the body off and redo everything. All I want to do is lose the graphics and then paint it back same color purple or as close as we can get. Obviously interior, and then wheels, tires, and then a little bit of fixing.
When do you want to paint it? Because we're
we're slammed right now.
Yeah, we're in the middle of one.
So right now, Mike and the paint booth are actually tied up, so I think the best option for us is to farm out the paint to KC.
I'd like to get this car cleaned up and over to him tomorrow.
Well, we're going to go finish what we're doing. Call Casey.
Before I send the car over to KC, I'd like to give the car a good once-over for peace of mind. You know, have Jeremy inspect all the welds and make sure nothing's about to fall off.
Crap. They're bad welds covered in Bondo. They smeared in
the holes with Mondo. It's clear that whoever did this generally sucked at fabrication, but it didn't stop them. Well, our easy build just hit its first big roadblock. This thing definitely won't be going to KC tomorrow because, let's face it, this frame is held together with bubble gum and good wishes.
I'm gonna go ahead and get started on getting it apart because this is gonna be a deal.
Yeah. Well, there goes that extra time I was hoping to spend with the Falcon.
Coming up,
You said there was like a couple of spots.
Richard gets the bad news.
Frankly, I'm surprised the car didn't fall apart driving into the garage.
I know what you used to make, so this should be what, about $700, $800?
And an old friend returns.
Really? Probably about $8,000, $9,000.
This is what 1,000 people do, and they do wrong. They'll put two plates together, and they'll weld it, and they'll grind the weld off. And then it's like hopes and dreams and humid air holding the two pieces of metal together. So most of the work we were expecting to do on this 32 was basically cosmetic, knock off the 80s and give it a little bit of a Gas Monkey makeover. But as it turns out, this beast's problems are more than skin deep. Under inches of Bondo, we found some of the worst welds I have ever seen. Frankly, I'm surprised the car didn't fall apart driving into the garage. This is horrible work. These, what I want you to do is start in the corners and then pull a good weld wrapped around on both sides. The long and the short of it is, we're gonna have to spend at least a day repairing this.
Man.
That's right, day one, and we're already behind schedule.
Aaron hollered that I got to come and take a look at some of the problems he found on the frame on the 32. Now, I'm as big a fan of the Bearded Wonder as everybody else, but golly, he's always finding holes in my plan. Now he's finding holes in my frame. You said there was like a couple of spots.
I assumed that some of the cracks were just Bondo lifting.
Yeah.
But everywhere he dug the Bondo out, he could put his knife all the way into the inside of the frame.
Quit knifing things, dude.
Well, when knife it here, have it fall apart on the road, you know, for a couple hours in, we found a hell of a lot more than we wanted to, but it's sewing back up all right. We got to get this over to Casey so we can get it back to us so we can get it changed over so we can get it over to the upholstery shop.
So our easy build is falling apart, and ordinarily I'd be flipping out. But today, trying out my new attitude. I mean, if you go to the local convenience store and you get some change and one of the dollar bills has a little tear in it or somebody wrote something on there or it's missing a corner, do you start freaking out? No. So it's got a couple of holes in the frame. You know, it happens. I hate it when we find problems, but I guess we got to fix them. Dang. Just get it done as fast as you can and get it over to KC's. So much for my easy build. I need to go make some more money. So this afternoon, phone rang, and it turns out that it's a guy named Patrick that has a car that he wants to sell. I guess way back in '74, his brother got a Pontiac Trans Am, brand new, and they still have it in the family. Here's the cool part. It's a Super Duty. That's a pretty rare bird indeed. So I grabbed some cash and hauled ass out to Hawkins, Texas to check it out. Wow, there it is. Anyone home? Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Richard.
Richard Rawlings.
John Lancione.
John Lancione.
Patrick Lancione.
All right. Yeah. So this is the car we talked about on the telephone, huh?
That's right.
74 Super Dude. Wow. What does SD455 stand for in 74? Badass. The Super Duty 455 had strength of cylinder block, aluminum forged pistons, and it could go down the quarter mile in 15 seconds. 455 Super Duty in 1974 was the fastest production car in the world. And they only made around 1,300 of them before they pulled the plug, and that makes them super rare, super valuable. So, what's the scoop? What's the story on the car?
Well, the car, my dad had a 70 model Trans Am. As soon as they announced his car was going to be built, he dumped that one and ordered this one, waited 18 months for it. Car was built in the Norwood, Ohio plant.
Gotcha.
I remember the day it came in, he was excited. He immediately jumped on an airplane and ran up there to pick it up, and he drove it straight back to Texas, and it's been here ever since. We have all the build sheets and a window sticker and a bunch of other...
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
So your dad was the only owner?
Yes, he was. It was my dad's daily driver. He drove it every day. It's a very special car. The engine's very special, and very special to me and my family.
So obviously it's been repainted.
Yes, about 8, 9 years ago.
Okay.
It's always been garage kept.
It does look nice.
I hate to see it go.
Well, it ain't gone yet. We still got to make a deal. This is a nice car. I mean, you can tell that it wasn't driven in the salt and all that kind of stuff up north. The underneath of the car is perfect. The exterior's perfect. It had a repaint job, but in the original colors, and they did a really good job. It's got the right tag here with the right screws. All the numbers are matching. I mean, I looked at the intake, the heads, and you got to look for all that stuff because when you get into Super Duty money, that's 15, 20 grand more than just another car sitting there. Man, it is a really nice car. Can I take it for a ride?
Absolutely.
Rad. Think it'll do a burnout?
It should be. Outstanding.
Pretty cool.
They're sure hot, Richard.
They're fast, man.
Yeah.
All right. I like the paperwork. It's impressive. In one owner, it looks like it underneath. I mean, all the numbers are where they're supposed to be. How much money is it going to take?
Did you bring a small or a large bucket of cash?
Oh, I usually keep both. I try to only dig out of the small one, though.
Well, let's move right ahead to the large bucket.
Right on. Well, you got to give me a starting point. I don't want to cut
I'll tell you what, how about 50,000?
I knew you were going to say that. So he hits me high, which is no surprise, but I was trying to get the car for around 30, so you know what's going to happen next. I was thinking more like 25 grand.
How does 40 sound to you?
We're getting closer. Golly, I like this car. So now it's nut cutting time. The guy's really not wanting to come off the price. But I've only seen one other one-owner Super Duty Trans Am in my whole life. How about 35 grand?
What do you think?
I think it's fair. I think that
Killer.
You got the deal.
Guys, thank y'all,
Thank
man.
you.
It's not every day you get to buy a one-owner Super Duty.
That's right.
That's just a fair deal. They got a fair deal, I got a fair deal. As much as I'd love to keep it, this is a fast flip. I don't think I'm gonna have to search that hard for a buyer on this one because as soon as I put the word out that I have one of those sitting around, somebody will find me.
Freaking good steamroll by this tire back here. Don't get caught slipping. Whoa, whoa. All right, go ahead.
What's that, rail? It took Jeremy a full day to wrap up that repair job on those crappy welds, so we're a little late on getting the 32 Highboy out to paint.
How's your tar look?
All right. So you like it?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're trying to get as much done on this build as we can before Aaron heads off to Pikes Peak. But Mike's been busy with another paint project in the booth right now. I'll go tell Richard it's ready to go. So Richard and Aaron decided to outsource this one and throw KC a bone.
Man, I haven't been out this way for a while.
Coming up, the monkeys get caught red-handed.
Really?
Oh, crap. Pull the suspension off, black everything out.
And Aaron's to-do list is a mile long.
This fan, take a look at the fluids. It needs to be fixed. Rear spring is here. Linkage on here.
Man, I haven't been out this way for a while.
All we need is the old trailer. And be just like old times.
Hillbilly door ding. Man, nice cool air.
Shut the door.
Let the flies out and they'll sweat to death. That's what my dad
About
said.
to kick you outside.
Who's this guy?
My name's Curly Bill Brosis.
Curly?
Curly Bill Brosis.
What's up, man? Richard.
Nice to meet you.
What do you do here?
So I get a call from Richard and Aaron, and they want me to paint this 32 for them.
Give you some filler work.
They kind of left it a little vague on the phone. They just said they needed a job done really quick.
All we got to do is wipe the ugly off of it. Come check it out.
Ugly, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They brought me a real gem. Is it a fiberglass or a steel car?
It's a steel car, but it's covered in an exceptional amount of filler.
So magnet's not gonna stick to it.
Hey, you're missing the cool part over here, man.
Yeah, all the graphics on the side, we need them all gone. Basically, we're hoping to get as close to the same color as possible so that we don't have to repaint the engine bay.
Golly, you got paint bubbling up everywhere.
Up front, I'll show you what we got going up here.
Holy cow.
I think they were just too scared to tackle it at the shop, so they had to bring it to the pro.
And on this one, we've got to get through this thing faster and fast because I'm going to Pikes Peak.
Bringing it out to KC, I was kind of hoping for a cheap price, since Aaron and I decided to keep the paint pretty much the same color, purple. A brother-in-law deal, if you will. I know what you used to make, so this should be what, about $700, $800?
You're looking probably about $8,000, $9,000.
Yeah. I mean, he pretty much hit me at what it's going to cost to paint that car anywhere out here, but dang, that's expensive. Quite frankly, I wanted to just go ahead and take it back to the shop and figure out how to do it there, but we just don't have the time. Can we go with the low number, $8,000?
$8,000, no warranty.
All right, cool.
All right.
There we go. All right, get it off.
Nah, this is my shop. You brought me a job. Let me know when it's off. We're gonna go in the AC.
He just threw you under the bus.
It's all right, that's what I do.
We'll be inside. Deuces. We ended up settling on $8,000. You know, I didn't steal that paint job. I'd have liked to seen it cheaper, but ta-da, helping out Case. You can't put a price on that. It's priceless. All right. Whoa! That's what I like to see. Monkey's hard at work. All right. Cool. Check it out. I drove this car. It's killer.
Pretty cool car. Pretty clean, too.
One owner car, dude.
So when Richard showed up with this Super Duty, we knew it wouldn't be here long.
I mean, it's a Super Duty. If I had the money, it'd be home in my garage already.
I just need you guys to double check that everything's working like it should be so I can move it on out. All we need to do is make $10,000 on the car and move on down the road.
Cool.
Can y'all do that?
We'll do it, sir.
Okay, y'all do the work. I'll make the money. Woo! The way I like it.
I got it.
Right now, it looks like it just needs the basic maintenance done. But we know Richard's counting on us to make sure everything is shipshape. You heard him. Make sure everything is working as it should be.
I heard him.
All clear. So that means we have to test the transmission, right?
Right.
Quick, get out of here before Richard sees us. See what this thing will do, man. I like it already. Sweet.
I knew.
Hey, let's roll the windows. Well, okay, there's something else on the list.
Hold on. You know, growing up, I used to watch Chips. Ponch used to have.
Oh, yeah, Ponch.
One.
Was that one? Oh, it was one of these, wasn't it? Yep. It's got all kinds of power.
Kind of digging it.
Cannot be unhappy about that at all.
Hey, there's people over there. I'm gonna do a burnout for them, Richard style.
That was pretty impressive. Guys. Nice.
Really?
Oh, crap. Turns out one of the things you have to remember when you're trying to stay under the radar is exactly where the radar is.
You guys aren't the sharpest rocks in here, are you? Because that's my office window right there.
Transmission, we had to check it.
And it works.
Don't break my car.
All right, thanks.
Hey, we're trying to make money, not spend it.
I still say it was totally worth it.
Absolutely.
¿Qué pasó, amigo?
How's it going?
Good. Well, I forgot that our car had a trailer hitch on it. You probably could have just,
I didn't want to take it off.
Just like old times, Casey has brought us a present from his paint shop. Our little 5-window is back, minus the hideous graphics.
I'll tell you this, it was a heck of a lot better. Definitely better. Kind of forgot that it had all that Miami Vice kind of graphic-y crap.
I miss it.
Yeah,
I miss it.
Yeah, it's all down the frame rail. All right, let's get this thing off and get you a check.
I'll take that.
Does that brakes?
I don't know.
Hey, does that have brakes?
I use a winch. I have no idea.
Oh, put that winch back on.
So now that the car's back, we can get rolling on this build. Problem is, I'm not gonna be here to help. The schedule was tight from the get-go, and between the frame repair and time at KC's, I've lost 3 days, and I have to roll out of here for Pikes Peak tonight.
So, here's the deal. Y'all are definitely on your own on this one. I've done a lot of the legwork, got all the parts coming. It's pretty simple. We've got most everything here. Basically, it's time for the elbow grease and just pop on some doodads and remove some junk off this car. We're gonna get new hardware.
No mechanic wants to leave a job half done. All I can do at this point is give my crew as much direction as possible
and cross my fingers, and maybe they won't run into any more hidden issues. One of the things I'm gonna need y'all to do is actually pull the suspension off and black everything out. New shackles, paint the spring black, axle black, stuff like that. One big thing that's a safety issue is the steering's falling off the car. Throttle linkage on here, it couldn't be set up worse. That needs to be fixed and altered. The rear spring is here. If you've not done transverse leaf springs with this much arch in them before, you can snap your arm off pretty hard. But we have the engine. I've got a dress-up kit for the motor. We're going to delete this fan. We're going to put a more normal fan on it.
What about the engine?
I'm not really that worried about it. Take a look at the fluids. If the fluid's dirty, change them. If they're clean, leave them alone. That's basically it. I think that it's 3 guys, especially you 3 guys, 3 days, easy.
3 days and 3 guys to get this done? I think I might want to go climb Pikes Peak instead.
But anything that's 80s, hokey, street rod needs to hit the door. As far as the inside goes, we're gonna let Sue do it, and basically this is what I want. A large bolster on the top of the back of the seat, large bolster in the front, pleats in the middle, straight. Same thing with the door panels, all in black, black stitch. That's it, man. I really can't think of anything else to tell you. Y'all know about as much as I do at this point.
Don't worry about us, we got this. You just worry about getting up the mountain.
I'm gonna try and better my time. I'm trying to run a fast time. The weather's absolutely crap this year, but we'll see what we can do. So best of luck. I got a mountain to conquer.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
Man, we're the ones that's gonna need the luck.
Coming up,
Let's see what that smoke is.
Aaron's already in a mountain of trouble.
Make sure I'm not putting anything on the track.
Oh, wow.
And the 32 Ford reveals its inner secrets.
Might be a reason why this car runs like...
In 1932, one of the Model A successors, the Model 18, introduced a revolutionary motor with how many cylinders? Was it A4, B6, C8, or D10? The answer when we come back. In 1932, one of the Model A successors, the Model 18, introduced a revolutionary motor with how many cylinders? The answer is C. Eager to leapfrog Chevy's 6-cylinder, Ford began manufacturing its new flathead V8 engine in December of 1931.
Hey, just grab a couple rags and wipe off all the handprints and stuff on the car.
Yeah, you got it.
Maybe glass cleaner or something, or detail spray or something.
So here I am back just a little west of Colorado Springs at Pikes Peak. And I got to admit, I'm pretty excited.
The car's running, everything seems good. The weather's nice right now, and so we should have a good day. How are we doing on pressure?
It's perfect.
Good.
You know, you can't do this kind of thing without support. And since the monkeys are busy back at the shop working on 32, I've got some friends to help me out.
Have you run this section yet?
Not since a year ago. It's still a few days until the race. So my goal right now is to get the best practice runs that I can under my belt on different parts of the course. This morning, we're going to work on the middle section. It's the part that has the most amount of turns. So while it's not the fastest part of the course, it's my favorite. It's basically a drag race from corner to corner. The hardest part for me is figuring how fast to head into the corners.
I'm looking forward to it. This is a particularly tricky section in one part with the sun being there so early.
You come around the corner and it's like the sun's sitting on the road.
On the pavement, yeah. Hey, last year, it scared the living out of me. The first time I came around, it was completely white. You don't know, oh my God, am I going straight? Am I curving? Am I going straight?
Am I curving? You just look up the right, you look at the wall.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay near that.
Yeah, there are scratches all down the side of the car.
The thing of it is, sun or no sun, every driver knows he's taking a risk every time he hits the course at high speeds. There's not a big margin of error up here. So for our first practice run, I just want to give the car a good shakedown. Make sure everything's working like it's supposed to.
Looks like we're still burning off some oil.
Make sure nothing's coming off my car, like all this smoke. I want to make sure I'm not putting anything on the track, okay?
Yeah.
Anytime you make a modification to a race car and take it out on a race course, you're dealing with a lot of unknowns.
Hey, be careful going around the first couple of turns because your tires are full of dirt.
Oh, yeah. Are the exhaust tips loose? You hear a little ding, 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 ding.
No, this one's not.
What? Okay.
Today, I'm about to find out if the changes I've made to the Falcon helped our chances or hurt them.
All right, Aaron, you're up.
such a little car. Okay, I think for now we just start here. Yeah, shocks, suspension all going black, changing the headers, valve covers, accessories on the motor. All right, I'll go try to find forcing
Get some jacks.
With Aaron gone at Pikes Peak, we got a lot of work to do in a little time. Richard initially only gave us a week. Oh, yeah. Clear? But bad welds and KC ate up a bunch of that time. That pretty much leaves us only 3 days to finish what we have to do in the garage. If we have any prayer, that Sue will have enough time to get the interior done.
More? You good right there?
I need more.
Ooh.
Just a freshly painted frame, huh? No worries?
Yeah, no worries.
I'm worried.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, that's
every day.
First, we got to get the car torn apart, and carefully. We got to protect the paint. We need to get the exhaust off, the suspension, got to go through the brakes and the motor.
Drop my nuts.
It's a lot, but pretty straightforward. We can handle it.
Hey, Charles, when you get those valve covers off, let's flush everything out.
I'll put it on my list.
Oh, wow. Jason, what do you got?
Might be a reason why this car runs like.
Oh. It looks like the Titanic.
God, you aren't kidding. Whew. That is rough. Immediately, you see the problem. You've got a murky mess of chocolate milk in a pan. Oh, God.
Looks like you.
That's some nasty-looking stuff right there. This motor is trashed. Coolant has leaked into the oil system. You never want to see that.
You ready for this goodness? Oh, yeah. Equally as yummy.
This is a piece of junk.
So is that a head gasket problem?
Yeah, just flooding water into it. I'm surprised this thing runs. We're not gonna be able to use this motor at all. I'm gonna have to talk to Richard as soon as he gets in and figure out a plan. Keep moving forward.
Okay.
What a mess.
So doing practice runs for the Pikes Peak Hill Climb is all about repetition.
Is this a great morning or what? Hell yeah.
We do just one small part of the course, and then we head back down and evaluate that run's performance.
Whoa, Nelly!
Of course, sometimes just even getting back down the mountain can be a little dangerous.
Almost saw a dude go off on the way down.
It's a jam-packed day.
Hey, let's see what that smoke is.
As soon as I get back down to the crew, we've got to get the car ready for its next practice run.
It looks fine. Maybe burning residual, but when I came down, I saw it. I want to put eyes on it. Hey, that was unbelievable. Yeah, watch out. You drove through the clouds. It looks like someone laid out cotton balls for 6,000 miles. It's bad, dude. And the car ran great.
First run, I thought went great. I think the modifications we made to the car are definitely helping. The suspension works a lot better. We made a lot more power, a tremendous amount more power than last year. So I really feel much more competitive.
I'm digging a little deeper into the corners where my left-hand tire's hotter than right hand.
Right. You're right.
Really, the right?
Car sliding around a little more than I kind of wanted it to, but it might have been cold tires. And not to mention, we found they were a little over-pressurized, by the time we got them up to temp.
Leave the back alone, put the front 19.
Okay. So we're going to adjust the tire pressure a little before our next run, see if that helps.
You could probably drive the car a little harder, but things have been going well, and I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. I love that stupid little white car, and I love being here. This is like, I'm so happy to be here.
Onward. Let's get this show on the road.
Coming up.
We found a problem on the 32.
Jason's got bad news for Richard.
Why can't just one thing go right?
And Aaron makes his final run at glory.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
You're interrupting like recess time.
Yeah, y'all look real busy. This is Brad Miller. He is our Discovery Ultimate Superfan contest winner.
All right.
So apparently he does a pretty good impression of this guy.
Oh, you're the guy that's supposed to be me.
Yeah.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Get you some of that!
Yeah, get you some of that.
Let's do some burnouts.
That was annoying.
Woo! Get you some of that. Beer assistant.
You got a few things to learn, sir.
Sure. Yeah.
What's up, Richard?
What, you bring the teacher an apple?
I'm gonna make you feel better about what I'm getting ready to tell you.
What?
So I have to break the bad news about the 32 Ford's motor to Richard. We found a problem on the 32. Ordinarily, I'm not the one in this position. Usually it's Aaron, but he's up racing Pikes Peak right now, so this one's falling on me. We were putting the engine dress-up kit on it, pulled the valve covers, milky white mess. You've got a bunch of coolant in your motor.
Head gasket.
Yep. Right now, we have two options. We rebuild that motor, or we buy a crate motor that's already put together. I think you're looking at $2,500 either way. I think, my opinion, just get the new one. You know, there's no other further problems, because if there's been water in that motor, there could be all kinds of issues we're gonna dive into on the old motor.
And I'm already deep in the car. Why can't just one thing go right?
Oh, I know.
So this was supposed to be a really easy build since Aaron was gone to Pikes Peak, and what it's really turning into is an expensive pain in my ass. Well, it has to be right, so it's a no-brainer. I don't even know why you're asking.
Well, I was just letting you know.
$2,500 either way, then it doesn't matter.
Well, I know.
Your choice, sir, and you can have your apple.
I wanted you to make it aware. No, you need that.
$2,500. This car's like an onion. We just keep peeling back the layers and finding more problems. It's kind of making me want to cry. Just became a loser.
Okay, so we started at 21 and 20. Yeah, so we want to knock these back down. So let's get this one 18 and 19, I guess.
Okay.
Let's get that shot.
I'll be right back. So I've already completed a couple practice runs on the mountain today. We ran the top section, and everything's going really, really, really good. The car is really running well. We make more power now than we did last year, and so, which is a huge relief because last year I thought I was going to have to push it to the top. So I'm really happy about that. I'm still playing around with tire pressure. As road conditions warm up, the air in the tire expands, which affects the handling. So I'm still trying to find the right balance. And that's even more important right now because the next one is a qualifying run, which will determine where I start in the pack on race day. And up here on the mountain, we know the weather moves in, just after lunch, basically between anywhere from noon to 2 something. And so the later in the day you run, the bigger chance you're gonna have to run on a wet track, snowy, wet, icy track, something to that nature. Earlier in the day, typically it's dry, no wind, it's really clean. So the goal right now is to lay down a fast run and get as early a start time as possible. This time around, we're running from the start line up to just below Glen Cove, so the bottom half.
How you doing?
Good.
Everything still good and tight?
Both sides. Good. Good.
All right, man. Be careful. Have fun.
Yes, sir.
Bottom section is fast. It's really, really fast, and it has an incredible rhythm. I mean, it's really fun. But the problem is, though, between the big rocks and the trees, you can't see the exit of the corner.
Next week on Fast and Loud, as Aaron's troubles on Pikes Peak mount.
Check out the weld on the suspension.
The 32 Ford build spirals out of control.
What a mess.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that.
You want to go for a ride?
Heck yeah.
Will Dennis perform his super duty and save Gas Monkey's fortunes?
So how much is this $40,000 car?
Or will Richard come up short?
Dude, it's a one-owner super duty. You're not going to snag one of those for 40 grand.
মধ্যে ঢুইকা যাও একদম বুঝুনি
অরমজাদা এই হাত দিয়া তুই রিয়ারে ধরছিলি না হাক করছিলি না
আঙ্কেল আমি আসছি
আর দাদা তুমি কোথায় যাচ্ছ আমি তো তোমার কাছেই যাচ্ছিলাম
তুই আবার আমার সামনে আসলি হ্যাঁ তখন আমার সম্পর্কের মধ্যে আগুন জ্বালে কি তোর শান্তি মিটে নাই মনের খায়েশ মিটে নাই আরে আমি এমনি জন্ম থেকে জ্বলতেছে আমার কপাল খারাপ তারপর তুই আইস আবার আগুনের উপর আগুন দিতেছিস ঘি ঢালতেছিস ও আচ্ছা তুই তো আমারে হাক করতে চাইছিলি 4 নম্বর সেক্টরের সেই হাক এখনো তুই ভুলতে পারছ আয় তোর আবার হাক কর
তোর হাগের রাস্তার মধ্যে আমাকে আর হাক করতে হবে না আমার হাক করার শখ মিটে গেছে
তাহলে আমার বাড়ির সামনে কি ভিক্ষা করতে আসছস
আসছি তোমার সাথে একটা শান্তি চুক্তি করতে শান্তি চুক্তি করে আমাদের রিলেশনটাকে সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে নিতে
কিসের রিলেশন হ্যাঁ
আরে বাবু তোমার আমার ভেঙে যাও রিলেশনশিপটাকে রেলগাড়ির মতো জোড়া লাগিয়ে আজীবন বয়ে বেড়াতে চাই এইজন্য আসছি
মানে এই তুই কি পাবনার পাগলাগারদ থেকে পালায় ডাইরেক্ট ফার্স্ট আমার কাছে আইছস
আরে আমি পাগল না আমি ঠিকই আছি তুমি যেই পরিমাণ চেষ্টা তা তুলি জেনে গেছে তুলি আর তোমাকে কোনোদিন বিয়ে করবে না তাই বলছি এসব বাদ দাও তুমি আমাকে
sao từ đây tao không hiểu anh. What we don't understand. Vừa xem bên đây tự không hiểu gì hết. Farming. Yeah, I'm farming, bro. Let's farming. Chỉ em mấy cái vỡ cái thùng hơi mỏi mắt đấy. Ui. Ui. Chim choing ching. Ôi lóa quá. Magnesium. Thuốc gì đây? Cái thuốc gì đây? Oh my god bro. Kiểu này sẽ khiến tôi vui vẻ. Đấy, xong rồi, nhót rồi. Anh thèm lắm. Ủa bạn hết máu à? Bạn đây cái máu ơi, bạn ơi, quy vào người nó láo thật. Tưởng bạn có nhiều máu cơ. À, đây chết chưa? Chết không? À đây chết không? Bắn đèn chú. Chỉ có thằng Yasu dám lướt vào đánh cái thằng Swin 92 ạ. Ác quỷ đấy. Đúng cái thằng chơi Yasu khác. Thôi làm con kia bạn nhỉ? Làm con sứ giả húc trụ bon nhỉ? Nhiều mắt nhỉ? Đi từ dọc từ sông ra 3 cái mắt. Ui, trên top vui vẻ đấy. Đây tôi dập với bạn ấy. Bạn được tiền đấy, thằng kia được tiền đấy. Thằng kia à? Dòng lửa bạn ấy thơm thế. Mà mất à? Nó thành dòng đất rồi. Đi đây, cho nhìn cái map là gì đây? Ở đây. Cái làm gì ở mid đấy? Ô đây rồi. Rồi. Tha vậy, tha. Anh tí hết mân rồi. Phạt cái thằng này con lính luôn bạn. Phạt là con lính luôn. Nó phạt lính à? Nó đợi tôi về nó mới pha bạn ạ. Nên thằng Yasu bị ảo tưởng bạn ấy. Nó chạy thẳng về. Thôi kệ, tha nó vậy. Nó đánh mid xuống rồi bạn ấy. Đần điên. Nó quậy đánh bạn ấy. Hai bạn ấy. Quy à, em hai bạn ấy. Vai, điên thế. Không rờ được luôn, nó bị nhấc lên dập xuống lâu quá. Lên mấy cái đồ để sống cái. Mấy thằng kia đam to quá, nó dốc cái chết luôn. Ngờ con mẹ thằng ngu. Không tới à? What the hell? 180 vàng ít vãi. Giờ mất R. Rồi lên cái hồi R được dập xuống bạn đi. Không. Mất R luôn.